So how is it that you put pressure on these companies? I'm just like a lonely little YouTuber. I feel like I have no power to contact Google. What are your strategies involved to get them to listen to you?
Well, funnily enough, our strategies really hinge on individuals taking
Mm.
action. So we have a campaign called the Dirty Dozen List. That's an annual activism campaign where we name 12 mainstream corporations that facilitate sexual exploitation or abuse. And we try to make it as easy as possible for people to take action, whether speaking out on social media and tagging the company, because these companies have
Hmm.
PR people who are really watching that kind of thing. They actually really do care how they look on social media. Or we'll have some forms that people can fill out to very simply just send an email to the company. So there's a host of things like that. But really, if you just and it's through those actions that doors open for conversations with these companies. And then with many of them, we're lucky to develop an ongoing relationship, and we're able to kind of check in every quarter and discuss things that are going well and things that are not going as well. But so many times, a policy improvement has come directly out of the fact that individuals were emailing and were contacting the company, asking them to make a difference. So really, it does come down to the individuals
Mm.
speaking up. Mhm.
Yeah, how important is it that we publicly congratulate these companies when they do make a step in the right direction? Because I remember, and you correct me if my memory's off, but several years ago, Google's blogging platform, Blogger, decided to remove all pornographic websites from that blog hosting thing.
Mhm.
And it wasn't long, there was such a stink made by the porn companies that they actually reinstituted or changed their mind. Am I getting that right?
I believe so. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, but how important is it that we, yeah, congratulate them? Because I guess like it's easy to be a cynic and say, oh yeah, you've done that, but look at all this other stuff you haven't yet done. But I would imagine companies, well, are like human beings. They like to be told what they're doing right, and they respond accordingly.
Yes. And sometimes if someone does something right, and if you praise them for it and raise awareness about it, then a little bit holds them accountable to, yeah, not back away from it. Um, but no, it's so important. And sometimes you can win more with honey than with vinegar, and
Vinegar,
sometimes you have
yes.
to use a bit of both. But another thing that really has stood out to me with talking more with these companies is you hear Google, Instagram, TikTok, and they sound like these faceless mega
Yes.
corporations that they are, but there's also people who are working in that organization. And many of them are parents or know someone who is impacted by exploitation. And it might take a little bit to kind of crack that nut and speak to the individuals there, but they really do actually care at the end of the day a lot of the time. So that's one thing that we think is really important to realize, is that these corporations are manned by individuals, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of progress that can be made by, yeah, interacting with them that way.